Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Now it's time to highlight this week's Black-owned business. Now, typically, I tell you about the business and where you can find out more. But tonight, reps from the business that we're highlighting are actually joining us to tell us about the amazing things they have going on with their Guiltless Brunch. Please help me welcome co-founder Calvin Bailey, ATL host Dedrick Tillerson, and Carrion, who is over marketing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Well, great to have you all here. So let me start with you, Calvin. So I know Ryan, he invited me to, I think it was the last event you all had here in Atlanta, which was wonderful. Food was amazing. Drinks were on point. The ambiance, atmosphere, which is great. So what I read was that, him living here in Atlanta and then moving back home to Dallas, he wanted to bring that brunch experience to Dallas. So what was your inspiration for becoming a co-host with them? And a co-founder with him, co-founder with him, and tell us all about what the Guiltless Brunch is. Guiltless Brunch is.
I think the thing about Ryan, the founder, is that he has amazing ideas. And it's almost like you have to partner with someone who can execute against those ideas. And so I really did believe in his idea. It was something different, happening in Dallas. Ryan always talked about Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, but you can have Atlanta anywhere and bring it here. So I spent 12 years in New York, and people say, do I miss it? I said, no, it's what you make out of it.
Yeah.
And so bringing an intimate feel, something like a kickback that you have in Atlanta, that was the inspiration. We did a pop-up about 2 years ago. It worked out well. The response was tremendous. We really focused on our community, from hiring, Black caterer, Black DJs, and then we also have vendors, right? So we want to support our Black businesses. And so that has really been the impetus about this brunch. Initially it started off guiltless in the sense that we wanted to offer healthy options, but we also listen to the market. And so you see always a balance on our menu in terms of the options. But we wanted to expand it beyond that and make it guiltless. I mean, you can be yourself, and don't have any qualms about it. This is about a brunch for the culture, about our people, a place where we can go and we can connect. There's not a Black-owned restaurant here in Dallas. And Atlanta, we don't have our own places. So we create our own places, those safe spaces. And I think that's what Guiltless is really all about.
Nice. And Dedrick, now you are the ATL host, so you're the one that hosts when it goes down here in Atlanta. What can we expect when you have these events, and what is a host? What do you do? What does that come with?
So I'll sum it up like this. So I not only did I partner with Guiltless Brunch, but I also own Forest Sports, which is an LGBT sports organization. When I founded my organization, the concept came from HBCU homecomings, the feel. So when you come into a Guiltless Brunch, the same concept is what I've used to kind of partner with to apply, like the positivity, the Blackness, the fact that you're going to get great food, the great atmosphere. You're going to get to make memories with people. You're going to get to, you're just going to be able to be yourself and feel in the moment and just have a great time. I've known Ryan for quite some time, and I just met Calvin over this last year. So I'm super ecstatic when I spoke to Ryan the first time. I was like, I want to really bring you all's brunch to Atlanta because I feel like that's something that's missing. It gives you also that feel of the house party type of feel as well, which is something that's been missing from Atlanta because obviously we've been in COVID and we haven't, some people have been doing all of that. But it gives you that feel too. And also it gives you that classy atmosphere as well. Like you want to be around people that you can mingle with, that you feel like on different wavelengths and playing fields, but also be able to just openly mesh well. And so when it comes to hosting, I host a lot here in Atlanta, quite a bit. So I am what some people would call the resource. So when it came to putting this brunch together, it was just going through my Rolodex of individuals and saying, hey, I need you to do this with Chef Mark. Mark's been my chef for probably the last 5 or 6 years. I do a cabin trip in the mountains and he travels with me most of the time to do that. Had no doubt in my mind that he would come and bring the heat whenever we had the first brunch, and people loved it. DJ Bombshell is my DJ for life. Like nobody can DJ better than her in my book. She will drop anything that she's doing to make sure that she's there. And the atmosphere when she's playing is just electric. So just having, Morris, our MC, he MCs a lot of my basketball tournaments, and he always gets the crowd involved. So having that extra added feel, an extra added piece makes a difference, and made the difference with the last brunch as well. So that's where I come into play as it relates to playing in this event.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I told you, I went to the last one. It was amazing. I had a great time. Now, Carrie, you're over marketing, and I know this year you all announced something called Blow. When I said Blow, so what are they talking about? But Blow, what is that?
So Blow is actually something that Calvin created. It is the Black labels only. So basically, if you come to a Guiltless Brunch, you will notice that we really focus on our culture. It's a brunch for the culture, and we like to feature Black labels. So from, like you said, the bartender, from the DJ to the MC to our host to the different tequilas, vodkas, and alcohol that you're drinking, to the vendors, most importantly, like we want to make sure that you understand that we are supporting our culture, we are supporting the Blacks trying to make it, and just know that they are in like a safe space, and we're going to support and we're going to rock with you. So that's what Blow is all about, just being able to expand our reach and get brand awareness out there for Black entrepreneurs who are trying to make it out here in the world.
Most definitely. And that's a great platform to provide for them. So, so thank you all for that. Now, Calvin, let me ask you, this Saturday, we have another event coming up.
Yes.
October 30th. What can we expect?
Oh, I'm a man of a few words. So I'm gonna let Dedrick kind of explain like what to expect.
Well, he is the host. He's the host, right? So
right. He's the host with the most. And he creates the experience. We provide the resource and everything, but he really does create the experience for Atlanta.
All right. Go ahead, Dedrick.
So the same electrifying experience that you experienced from the first one. The venue is, in my opinion, is very classy / chic / reinvented. I mean, everybody's going to love this event space that we actually chose for this event. The one thing that I love is that Guiltless doesn't use typically the same event space, and I'm very much a proponent of that, because I like to have people with the element of surprise. And of course, you all know that we don't give out the event information until 48 hours before the event anyway. So people are already asking me, so where is it going to be at? So I just keep hitting them with that. It's in the heart of downtown Atlanta. It's in a newly renovated space that was birthed in 1920. Like I said, you're going to be able to expect to see Bombshell back DJing, Morris on the ones and twos in terms of MCing, the two mom crews who has the 360 photo booth. We're going to have our photographer there. Of course, Chef Mark. Shaken and Stirred is going to be, giving us the drinks to help everybody get them feels and to get those jitters out when people come in, so that they can, eat, have a good time, and just enjoy themselves. As far as our vendors are concerned, amazing vendors that are coming. Sankofa Athletics is coming, a designer that designed all of my basketball uniforms and is designing my current volleyball team uniform, which are all Black teams. So it is an all Black owned organization. So I mean, to say what's going to be expected is to say bring an open mind and just be able to just be blown away. One of the things that I can say, and I can honestly pat myself on the back, is when I sign my name to it, it's going to be electrifying. People are going to talk about it. People are going to have good things to say about it. And I'm bringing the heat every time that I come. I like to hear what people have to say, so that, I can be better each and every time that I throw an event. So everything that they gave us in terms of feedback from the last time, we took that into consideration in terms of picking the event space, having extra seating, having things that people wanted to see. And so that's what it's about, making sure that we're giving back to the community the way the community wanted to see things that they want to see, So
absolutely. Expect the unexpected. Carrie,
Yes, sir.
for someone who wants to, first of all, learn more about this event and how they can, get to this event, but also someone who wants to, be highlighted in the Blow, atmosphere and all that, what's the best way to get in contact and get more?
I would say first, Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would say first and foremost, just making sure that you subscribe to our email list. You visit our website. That's www.itsguiltless.com. That's guiltless.com. So that's first and foremost. So you can be in the loop. You can know what's going on. You can see if you want to be a part of a highlighted business, joining our subscription, doing a vendor intake, so that way people can reach out to you, not just when we're having events, but they know like, hey, this is the catalog of people that we worked with. We have their contact information, and maybe y'all can cross network. I mean, its possibilities are endless, right? Making sure that you're following us on Instagram. So that's guiltless_brunch on Instagram. As long as you're on our social media platforms, you will always stay in the loop.
Absolutely. And I can say from personal note, going to the last event, that last venue that you had, I booked it for an event I have coming up. So y'all definitely. But listen, our thanks goes out to Calvin, Dedrick, and Carrie for joining us tonight. Again, for more information, go to their website. You want to learn as much as you can and support and be supported. And for more information, you can also go to our website, thestephenknightshow.com. I want to thank Vaughn Scales for joining us tonight. Don't forget, part 2 of our interview with him is next week, next Monday. Have a good night, and we'll see you next Monday. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.